Once upon a time, in a world full of beige cargo shorts and nu metal, a group of New Jersey misfits decided to make sadness look cool. This is the story of My Chemical Romance, the band that made crying in your bedroom feel like a revolution. But before we dive into Gerard Way's tragic hair dye journey, we need to talk about where emo came from. Spoiler, it wasn't Hot Topic. The year is 1985. Hardcore punk is raging, everyone's angry, sweaty, and punching each other in the face for fun. Then a few bands like Rites of Spring and Embrace decide, hey, what if instead of punching people, we just cried about it? Thus, emotional hardcore, or emo, was born. It was punk, but with feelings, like if Minor Threat had a diary. Fast forward to the 1990s Midwest, emo goes full art student. Bands like American Football, Cap and Jazz, and The Promise Ring are out here writing songs that sound like your guitar is weeping in 7/8 time. This was Midwestern emo. Mathy, twinkly, and full of lyrics about your ex-girlfriend who moved to Chicago. Then came 2001. Gerard Way, a comic book artist from New Jersey, witnesses the tragedy of 9/11 and says, you know what? I'm starting a band, because apparently the logical response to national trauma is to form the most dramatic rock band in history. And thus, My Chemical Romance was born. Equal parts punk, goth, and theater kid energy. Their debut album, I Brought You My Bullets, You Brought Me Your Love, dropped in 2002. It sounded like someone recorded a vampire movie in a basement using a potato, but it had heart. It had chaos. It had Gerard Way screaming about death and love, like he was auditioning for Dracula the musical. It was raw, messy, and beautiful, like your first breakup. Then came 3 Cheers of Sweet Revenge, the album that said, what if Romeo and Juliet, but with more bullets? This record was pure chaos in the best way. I'm Not Okay, I Promise became the anthem for every kid who got called weird in high school. And Helena, the song made people cry in eyeliner so hard, Maybelline stocks went up. MCR had officially turned emo from a niche genre into a full-blown cultural movement. Then, oh boy, came the Black Parade. This wasn't just an album, this was a rock opera. It was Queen meets Hot Topic meets your existential dread. It told the story of the patient, a dying man reflecting on his life, and somehow made death sound like a Broadway show. Welcome to the Black Parade dropped, and suddenly everyone was wearing military jackets and crying in the rain. This was MCR's Bohemian Rhapsody moment, except with more corpse makeup. After all the death and despair, MCR said, you know what, let's go full Mad Max. They did Danger Days in 2010. It was bright, loud, and full of laser guns. It was like the band collectively took a shot of Red Bull and decided to save the world. It confused some fans because suddenly the band that made crying cool was now wearing neon and shouting na na na. But it was fun, chaotic, and unapologetically weird. Then in 2013, MCR broke up. Millions of fans collectively screamed, I'm not okay, and for once they actually meant it. But even in their absence, their influence only grew. They would go on to inspire so many other artists such as Mod Sun, MGK, Youngblood. I could go on and on. Pretty much every single pop punk and emo artist nowadays was loosely inspired by MCR. In 2019, MCR rose from the dead like a goth phoenix covered in glitter. The reunion tour sold out instantly, proving that emo never died. It just got older and started paying taxes. Their new single, The Foundations of Decay, showed a band that had matured but still knew how to make misery sound epic. My Chemical Romance didn't invent emo, but they perfected it. They took the emotional honesty of the Midwest scene, mixed it with punk energy, goth theatrics, and a dash of Broadway drama, and created something timeless. They made sadness stylish, they made vulnerability powerful, and they made millions of kids feel seen. So here's to My Chemical Romance, the band that taught us it's okay to be dramatic, emotional, and a little bit unhinged. Because in the end, we're all just trying to find our own Black Parade. Now, excuse me while I go reapply my eyeliner and cry about 2006. I'm just kidding. Anyways, guys, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Please leave a like and subscribe for more content just like this. Catch you guys in the next one.